Basically, if you see that identity cards, they started in the government sector in long back. Maybe other kind of documents were taken as identity. 60s, 70s, we knew that ration card is your identity. Whatever names of the family are there in the ration card, they are the family members. If a newborn is there, then they have to add in the ration card. That became our identity document. Wherever we went, that was the proof. Later, if you see the history, the Election Commission, they started issuing the voter ID card. So that became our identity card. Government sector in the security or the Ministry of Home Affairs, if you see, it started in 1986. Some paper cards were given in the border areas. In Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Then 1993, there was an attempt to issue a bill, especially a bill in the parliament, so that this same project can be extended to other areas of the border states, all the border states. But due to some reason, it was allowed to lapse. It was not passed in the parliament. Things started moving or became hot after the Kargil War. And the Kargil War, our review committee on internal security, they submitted a report wherein they were really alarmed in the intrusion of the illegal migrants in the country. So they could say it should become a compulsory to register everybody, every citizen in the country. Government accepted the report in 2001. 2003, when the Costa was being developed, our first pilot project started in most of the border areas. Selected tehsils, around 30.86 lakh population. Most of the states were all border, from Jammu Kashmir to even Tamil Nadu, taking care of all the borders of all near countries, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, then Sri Lanka. Those, when it started, we selected a pilot project area. It was considered that let us first do it in the pilot area. Those borders, then go into the internet, cover the entire country. That those were the recommendations. We, MHA, we followed it. Because it was citizen-centric, so we had to amend the Citizenship Act 1965. New rules were framed in 2003, and accordingly this pilot phase started. Parallelly, when Costa was developed, the technical committee was set up by NHA. Whether it's a paper card or a smart card, what type of smartness should be there, how the card should be prepared. Smart cards were totally not available in the card. Driving license, they started on such a scale because the idea was whatever be the results of the pilot, it would be given a scale up to the country. So the technical committee went through each aspect of the smart card: body, security features, key management system, chip, what type of chip, Costa, what is the size of the chip, everything. So many subgroups were there. They formed the basic. And those recommendations, once finalized, were approved by the government and we implemented in the pilot. That was our hand in hand with NIC. And we deployed the public sector entities, which are also defense or atomic energy, ECL, BE and IT. They produced our cards for the first time. It was a real learning process. We took 6 years to implement the pilot. Right from the canvassing of the form in the villages in those areas, collecting details, the census approach, up to the delivery of the smart card. All the processes what he told were tested, finalized. These are all the things which we should do when citizens. Actually, we went to the government and we told him that this is the thing. Only the main blockade was our act says the card should be issued to the citizens of India. The outcome of the experience of pilot was there with us. Proving the citizenship is the most difficult part in it. Nobody thought of it. First, second, no document base was there in the rural area, especially the ladies and the rural laborers, the poorer part. They never had any document to show that I am a citizen of India. Citizenship is a very complicated matter. So the government considered and they told that since it is a very complex issue, this should be tackled in a phased way. We were approaching 2010, so a group of ministers, they recommended in 2007-8, we should have the NPR, the population register first. From there, it's a filtered later. At least we should have a complete unique database with us at single place. All the silos are there. Everybody has their own database. Today, if you see driving license, they have got their database. Same 5 or 6 fields which are really required to identify a person. Those are available in silos. Nobody can talk to each other. So we started telling that there should be a unique scheme, unique ID scheme, which originally was based on the amalgamation of 3 databases: Election Commission India Voter List, or Electoral Roll, PDS and the BPA. We started with that premise. By the time these would be tested and UID's number should be seeded in all those databases, after field verification, by the time our NPR would be over and we come back to the government, this is why that becomes the modern database. With this concept, we canvass the NPR schedule in the country. In between, something happened, this 2611 in Mumbai. So we were immediately told, prepone your NPR in the coastal areas. So right on the coast, we selected, the state they selected around 3,331 villages in all coastal states. Entire Andaman was done, entire Lakshadweep was done. We were told to immediately do the NPR by direct data entry system. Like NIC, they developed themselves in a platform. We also learned a lot. The first time we prepared with the help of NIC and the CPSUs, my partners, technical partners, direct data entry system. Directly we went to the field villages, collected the demography data, wrote it on the other set of laptop, went with the fingerprint device. Entire software development was totally by us. Indigenously developed, tested, and then implemented. Today outcome is this card. First set already gone, delivered in January. More than 2.5 million cards have already produced and being sent to residents. Difference between the pilot project and this was that today we are issuing the card to the student. Because citizenship we can later on add. There is no problem for adding in the citizenship to in the database. Later on, if we can mark in the card, that is a branch. But as for the mandate of the government, we are going ahead. Our main scheme for the issuance of cards, the smart cards, is under discussion, active consideration of the government. Final decision is yet to be taken. So naturally, I cannot comment on the outcome. At a first round of meeting, maybe this month end or next month first, we can have second order meeting, and then the government would express their desire. But if this has been all these statements, the parliament or the finance minister budget speech says that government is considering this proposal of issuance of identity card with Aadhaar number on it, so that the service delivery platform can be achieved through a single card. Aadhaar number is already there and the smart card is there to identify the person, keeping at the back of the services. One approach. Second approach, people they always tell, why can't you load the application with the card? When this coastal card was being discussed at the Committee of Secretary level, all the secretaries of the Government of India, all the top brasses, they had a real detailed discussion with DG and IC and all stakeholders of the National E-Governance platform. It was decided because the security implications are too high in our card, let us not disturb the card. It would be totally secure. All the identity particulars should be stored in the chip. No other application should be loaded on it. Till today we are going with that particular decision because this has not been revised. Future we cannot tell. But still people are saying yes, this can be used as an identifier with a small reader and back it will provide the services. There is no need to load because you start loading on the application. Then the state government which are having so many schemes, like for I think Delhi has got 46 social welfare schemes. You can load 46 schemes on the particular card. At the back end you can do anything. So these things are pros and cons are there. They may be thinking that there may be some basic schemes which are really required to be rolled out in the rural areas like Narendra, PDS. These two are the main schemes which we can thought of. Whether their applications can be loaded or not. No decisions have been taken yet, and perhaps this would be discussed at a very higher court. We are under discussion with some of the departments how to use this particular resident identity card. Regarding the security scenario for what you do, 2 or 3 comments. My USP is always NIC. Whenever I go, I tell This card cannot be cloned. Why? Because this chip has got a key management system, which nobody knows. The key generation is something to be seen, which is done in their CA office, where RGI, DG, they went and the process they were followed, everything was videographed, and those are lock and key, everything is kept. All the master cards, seed cards are in the locker, in the vault. So these are kept as a security. If I issue a card, that is my prerogative to issue a card to the last line who will be verifying the user card. I know what are my setups. If I go by the revenue authority, they see that is my last setup, where we will be setting up the permanent NPR setup for continuously updating and maintenance of the data. He would be provided the VA card and he can verify the anybody and issue the benefits. So those security are always built in the chip through the PKI infrastructure, and that all comes from the technical community. So we have evolved and come to a platform where we can tell, yes, we are confident that this smart card is a card which cannot be cloned. People have claimed that I have hacked the chip. The reply which was given is that I could change the data. I entered the chip, I saw what is there but could not change. Whatever standards prescribed by the technical committee based on NIC's input and the other all technical experts is being followed and would be followed naturally. We cannot deviate. Even the process of production of car, the material, even the hologram. So many car vendors, they come, they show this kind of thing, UV and all those things. These are considered by the subgroup. They don't. Electronic security is my USP. Why should I go for physical security so much? So, converging on that, we have only two: physical security in the car, one the microtext, and then the 3D one hologram, which has got their designs, and entire designing is being done by the National Institute of Design. That's also government. So we work within the government setup always. A lot of people, they claim, why you are not providing the cars we produce outside the country? No, because the committee which sat on these kind of things, they don't know. Everything should be in India, and I think we proved through the first time in the pilot project. Everything was brought from outside. Chip comes from outside. Plastic comes from outside. Hologram was, that module was prepared in Russia, printed in UK. Brought it here, assembly was totally done here. Even the personalization of the data, which is resident database, is so important for us, the fingerprint and the biometrics, done in the cities of premises. So at least we can tell database is totally designed by my officials. If it's a Kerala card, my Kerala, one of the officer, he is provided the digital signature card. Then it is signed by my people from my headquarters, DP division. Double locking, double digital signature, software, etc. All NIC's contribution. So we work hand in hand only to show that this is the government of India mainly project with emphasis on security. So that nobody can clone the database or nobody can misuse the card. Those things we have tested in the pilot. You can say this is a bigger pilot in that sense, the posting one. 7.5 million cards will be issued, and later we take up the national one. This is all I can say. Whatever has been, I think he has already told what type of things are there in the card. I've just elaborated how we are going side by side. Technology and the process, outcome. Any questions are there?
Yeah.